our favorite things to do is try out new wineries. So today I'm going to be putting together a little lookbook of outfits that I would wear to wineries using pieces that I already have in my closet. Hopefully this will give you guys inspiration when you're putting together outfits to go to our winery from your wardrobe. It'll also give me a little lookbook, so when I don't know what to wear in the future, I have something to reference. So I give myself a ton of parameters when putting together these outfits. I try to pull things that I've worn to wineries in the past, and I try to stay away from white, which is hard because I have a lot of white in my wardrobe, but I'm a red wine drinker, so I don't want to stain any of my favorite pieces. But those are really the only guidelines I gave myself. When thinking of what I want to wear to a winery, I kind of think of the same vibes that I would wear on like a date night. Sometimes I like to pull a few Western elements for a winery, so we got a little bit of everything in this video. I'm going to start with this outfit that I wore to a winery in the mountains a few weekends ago. Just a oversized sweater with some cargo jeans and little Western booties. It was chilly this day and we did sit outside, so I wore this long plaid jacket also. I just carried my everyday bag. I'm a huge knit girl in the winter, and since we're currently in the winter getting into spring, I'm gonna start with the winter looks, including this one. There's probably gonna be a lot of knits in the winter section. I always forget about this sweater, but I think it's a great like going out sweater for the winter. The style was really popular a few years ago, so some of you might have this hiding in your wardrobe and forget about it. I actually still really like it. I'm styling it with this Clara V basket bag. I really want to work this into more unexpected outfits. I got this for our trip to Mexico, which it was great for. It's a really great like resort, beach, tropical vibe, but I also think it's super cute when it's styled in an unexpected way, so I'm going to be doing that throughout this video as well. I want to do this sweater because I always forget about it. I haven't even worn it this year yet, and I know that it's like a great option of what I have in my wardrobe. I really love this option. I think a good like classic off the shoulder top is always a good option. I've worn this one so many times. Like I've worn it for Thanksgiving, I've worn it to a wine bar, I've worn it to wineries. It's one of my favorite go-tos for like a little date night or something of that sort. I realized that I forgot to do a jacket with the other look, and if we're doing the winter, probably do need a jacket. This sweater is obviously not great for a jacket. Last year I did it with just a leather moto jacket kind of thrown over my shoulders. Then I did a black handbag, but since I want to do this like burgundy handbag this time, I'm going to just throw this Sherpa moto jacket over my shoulders. Like I said, it's rather annoying because it's an off the shoulder top, but if you can somehow get away with, I have gloves in the pocket here, so it's like bulky, but if you are able to get away with just throwing something over your shoulders to keep warm as you're like walking into the winery, or if you're sitting outside, maybe you go ahead and put your sleeves in and just work it out. I know it's really hard with an off the shoulder top, but this is what I would do. Okay, my last like super winter winery look is this sweater dress. I wear this all the time, like working from home, literally doing anything, but I do think that it's a good option for a winery or any sweater dress that you have. This is just my favorite one in my closet. Okay, now let's move on to some spring looks. All right, so the first spring winery outfit is just, you know, my version of jeans and a cute top. This is nearly the same outfit as I had in the winter with that strapless bolero sweater, but my spring version is a ruffly kind of puff sleeve, really feminine top. Okay, so I've already used these shoes many times and these pants and this bag together in an outfit from the winter section, but for spring I'm doing this knit vest. I've never actually worn this, but I do think it's super cute styled like this, and again, it's one of those pieces that I've had in my closet that I want to remember to wear but haven't actually worn yet, so I think including it in this video might help me remember it in the future. Okay, my next spring look, I wore this to a wine bar on my birthday, which is actually in the fall, but I think that this being light blue is a little more appropriate for the spring, and I feel like the ruffles and kind of the princess baby doll cut makes it feel very just like feminine and flirty, good for spring, good for date night. But a fun mini dress or romper or maxi dress is a great option for a winery. Unfortunately, a lot of my rompers and dresses are light colors, so just gotta be careful with the red wine. I will admit these boots kill my feet these days, so I try to only wear them if I know I'm gonna be sitting a lot. Okay, my first summer winery outfit idea, starting off strong by breaking the rule of no white. I just feel like this top is like perfect for a winery. I don't wear it all that much in my day-to-day life, but I feel like it would be really fitting for a winery for some reason. Chambray pants that I have been wearing throughout this video, and then these little, the short version of the Steve Madden wedges. Do you guys remember? I can't remember what the like on-brand version of these was back in the day. I think it was, oh, Chloe. I think these are technically technically dupes for the Chloe wedges from way back in the day. I got the short version because whenever I bought them, I was like 16 in high school. I just remember being so excited about purchases back then, like finally just saving up my money, having a little bit of money to spend on something I really wanted. I wore the life out of these, but I still think that they're great, like classics, especially since I went with the shorter version. So I still wear them in the summer. I took them on my Mexico trip in January and wore them a ton then. So that's your sign to hold on to things that you love, especially shoes, since your feet don't fluctuate as much in like weight and size. And again, this basket bag, like I said, I'm determined to get more wear out of this and just need to style it more to show myself that I can. Also, I'm keeping on the same jewelry throughout this video. It's really the jewelry that I wear on the day-to-day. This is a name necklace that my mom got me off Etsy, a snake chain that my sister's boyfriend got me, and then this is a birthstone necklace that my grandparents got me years and years and years ago, and over the last year it's really made its way into my daily stack. And then this like raw pearl, like freshwater pearl necklace, I can never remember, it's like Francesca or something like that. I will put the designer's name on the screen. It's a small business. I got this, I asked for this for Christmas, not the Christmas that just happened, but the year before, and I've worn it nearly every day since. I don't sleep in it or anything like that. You do have to be a little bit delicate with it. It does like chip a little bit, but one of my favorites. So this is my like everyday stack. I don't take the name or the snake chain off, and I just add these whenever I can, but I don't sleep in them. Then the rings, I got this one at a little like market in Montreal whenever Hunter and I went, and then Hunter's sister gave me this ring as well, and this one is from Air Raleigh, one of my favorite companies. All of these bracelets are Air Raleigh. I don't take them off, but the brand is by a NC State graduate, and I've had these on for like 2 years, if not more than that, and they've faded a little bit, but not much for like, I literally don't take them off, and like I shower in them, I swim in them, like they don't come off my body, and they still are in amazing condition for them to just be like $30 bracelets, you know? For my earrings, these hoops are by Tiny Luxe. This hoop right here is by Air Raleigh. Both of these are by Tiny Luxe. So that is my jewelry kind of breakdown. Okay, so this is very reminiscent of something that I would have worn in college when I was working at Fabric, a local boutique. I feel cute in it. I don't know if it's exactly my style, but I feel cute in it, which I feel like is part of the goal of getting dressed. So I feel like it somehow works. I would definitely wear this for like wine with the girls in the summer or something along those lines. The back isn't perfect because it's lace up, and this skirt is like super high-waisted. Like it should never be this high-waisted, so it looks good in the front because the top kind of cuts it off, but the back is a little questionable. I don't know. I want to show it just as an option to keep in mind, you know, a little ruffly skirt, a little puff sleeve top, very feminine. I also want to remember it myself in case I'm looking to wear something like this in the future. I don't know, it's an option. Okay, this is my first like end of summer, early fall outfit idea. I'm not sure about where you guys live, but everywhere that I've lived doesn't really get cool for many weeks into the fall season. So I think that this is a great option. I don't own a ton of floral. This is a vintage floral top that I thrifted, but I think that floral can be a great option for wineries as well. This one just feels a little more fall to me since like burgundy and dark green and brown. So I've just paired it with these like pleated little dark pink kind of shorts. I wasn't sure about the booties, but I decided to go with them again anyways, and just a little pink Coach bag. Okay, next option, I've worn this before, just a semi-sheer top. This one is vintage and I cut the liner out, so it looks a little crazy on the inside, but I love how it looks on the outside. I've paired it with a dark bralette because I think that that just gives it a cool dimension. Faux leather shorts, little black sandals, and the wicker bag again. I think this is a cool option for nights especially. It could be a summer night or as we're starting to get into fall, kind of evening look, a mixture of both. Last winery outfit idea, and honestly one of my favorites. I wore this to a winery in the mountains. It's called Point Lookout. It's near Asheville, North Carolina. If you're ever in the area, I highly recommend checking out Point Lookout if you like wine. Specifically, try their chocolate red wine. It is our all-time favorite wine. Like honestly, nothing compares. If you've had a chocolate wine somewhere else and you didn't like it, don't even think of that. Like you have to try the one at Point Lookout. I'm telling you, it's so different. All the other ones that we had tried before tasted too like Tootsie Roll or too sweet. It's not sweet. It's like a dry chocolate. I don't know. It's so good. You have to try it. But I wore this to that winery with my family in November. A denim on denim option. One of my favorite looks.